Greetings, I'm Charles, I'm 54 years old, I'm 6'1" when I'm fully assembled, and weigh about 230 pounds last time I weighed in. Today I'm going to talk about managing curbs. Now of course, optimally you'd be able somewhere where there's a wheelchair ramp or a built-in concrete ramp, something that you can get up curbs. But oftentimes that is not the case. This wheelchair that I have is different than, if you look at a lot of videos and things, you see people doing what's called wheelie pops, or you know, something that's similar to that. And what they do is they approach a curb, they put some pressure on their wheels, make the front wheels come up, and just hop the curbs. They do wheelie hops, pop wheelies, whatever the heck they call it. Now this wheelchair is, in my understanding, is about 80% of the people in the United States have a wheelchair that's built similar to this. This wheelchair is different. It's not something you can manage one of these wheelie pops with. The center of gravity is designed so that you're very stable. It's very difficult to balance on the back wheels. The back's a lot higher and stuff like that. So if I'm in a situation where I don't feel comfortable letting somebody help me up a curb, or I don't have a wheelchair ramp, this is what I do.
See you, buddy.
We'll pause it.
Pause it. Okay, now when I approach a curb, when I have to manage a curb on my own or feel more comfortable doing it on my own, this is what I'll do. is I will go from the back. Now, as you can tell, I'm a double amputee, a below the knee amputee on this side, above the knee on this side. I will have to admit that this is a heck of a lot easier to do when I had at least one real leg. I can do it without this leg on, and I can do it with just this leg here, but I'm not configured that way today, so I'm going to show you how to do it. This leg is going to be more in the way than it is going to be helpful. So what I end up doing is I'll back up to the curb, and I want to be even with this curb, and I'm going to get a good grip down here. I'm going to get my feet where they're nice and planted. I've got my seat belt on, because the one thing I definitely don't want to do is separate myself from the wheelchair. You know, if I lose control of the wheelchair, I'm going to end up on my hiney, and nobody wants to see that happen. So what I'm going to do is have myself situated in a chair all the way back. I'm going to be basically straight up. I'm going to use my one strong leg to push myself kind of up and back, and I'm going to reach down here and pull myself low on these wheels, the push rims, and pick myself up and pull myself over that curb. And once I get to the front wheels, now the trick with the front wheels is I want to do this while the wheels are pointed in this direction. If I hover here very long or go back forward a little bit or anything like that, they'll turn sideways. They won't be in a position to roll up the curb. So I want them to be in a position where they'll roll up the curb, and once again, just push my feet up a little bit, grab low on the rims, pull myself up. Now I'm up. Coming down, it's the same kind of a thing. Now the only real trick about coming down that's not exactly opposite is these wheels, I want them to roll down and not fall down, because if they fall down, they can turn sideways and be right up against the curb, and it'll be difficult. I'll be somewhat stuck there without me really forcing it. So I want to avoid that. Now I'm going to take my useless leg and kind of get it over here, over the curb. And my strong leg, I'm going to put that down as far as I basically can, feel comfortably. I'm still sitting back in my chair, basically straight up, and I've got my, going to have it where it's at least as quick as it can. My strong foot will be on the ground, and we're going to roll down and continue to roll a little bit. That's going to keep the wheels from turning sideways. All right, once I get this far, I got to move my feet a little bit so that I can make this next roll without kind of getting stuck. And I'm down. And that's how I manage to do curves.